Good day, everyone. Today we're going to discuss about the most dreaded subject in senior high school, and that is research. We have misconception that this particular subject is very difficult, but with this video, we'll try to make it as simple as we can. So for those who are just new to my channel, please subscribe to MTV channel and also press the notification bell so that you will be notified if there will be new videos that I will be uploading. So are you ready to learn more about what research is? Okay, let's go. Well, research is also a creative work, but aside from its creativity, it has to pass through a systematic way in, for you to be able to conduct it and to finish your entire research work. Now, what is research then, and what is its purpose? Okay, number one is to increase our stock knowledge of what are the truths or facts about human beings, our culture, or society. It can also be about phenomenon or about nature. Now, this stock knowledge is utilized to devise new application or new technology to make human lives even better. Now, sometimes it establishes or it confirms facts, or sometimes it changes the way we look at things, because what we believe is the truth in a particular time frame might not be already the truth in the future. So some people do research, and some people would like to probe on their findings, so a research can be replicated. So if a certain group in your school has studied about garbage disposal, well, a new group can also conduct the same study to actually prove or dispute their findings. So generally, research is done to solve new or existing problems. So right now we are in a COVID-19 pandemic, and a lot of countries are making researches on finding the vaccine that could actually prevent us from getting the virus. And also a lot of countries and companies are doing their job 24/7 to look for the medicine that can cure COVID-19, for those who are already infected. Now, research can support a theory. So when you conduct a theory, when you conduct a research, it must be based on a theory, and then you can support the theory. You can actually dispute the theory, or sometimes create new theories from it. So that is how we should look at research in general. So let's look at the knowledge first. There's a key question that we can look into, so that we can be bridge on what research is all about. Like number one, why do you think ants form a line when they look for food? So you can see them lining up, and sometimes you think that they're kissing every time they meet each other. So what do you think is the answer for this? Why do you think you can see long queues or lines of ants when they get food? Who can answer this question? And establish facts. So one of the facts that you should know is ants are blind, and when they travel, they just follow the scent being dropped by the worker ants. So when the worker ants found out that there are food supplies. So the other worker ants just follow through the scent left by the worker ants, and so they are able to locate where the food is. So another one is we establish facts. For example, if the question is, why is that we see the lightning first before we hear the thunder? So during the thunderstorms, okay, sometimes we're so afraid that the lightning might struck us. So the general fact in science is light travels faster than sound. So even if they are okay, at the same time, you will see the lightning first before the thunder. So if they're almost at the same time, so the general fact is the lightning is just above you. So be careful. Don't go to open spaces and don't touch or use any electronic gadgets during thunderstorm. Okay, so I hope you have a little clue what research is all about. So to furthermore to learn more about what research is, okay, it is an expansion of past work. Okay, that is why there is a re from the words research. It has to start from somewhere else. So somewhere, somehow, somebody made a study about it, and you are going to furthermore learn about a particular topic. If you do this, you develop further knowledge on a topic or in the okay, or an example of this, a school research project. So when someone is making a school research project on a power saving device, so this can actually be okay done by students uh, having a TBL major. So when students do this, okay, they actually prepare themselves for their future jobs. So if you can see that in the senior high school we have different tracks and strands that we have chosen. So by conducting researches related to it, it will actually even open more opportunities for us to learn about our future jobs. And through research, okay, this will actually illuminate more about what you can do in the particular track that you have chosen. Research also will validate instruments, procedures, or experiments. For example, in the COVID-19, there are so many studies now relating to which test is more reliable, the rapid test or the swabs. So this kind of scientific research is also comparing procedures and instruments. That is also part of what research is all about. Now, what is the primary purpose of basic research? Okay, so number one is discovery. You discover something new. Once you discover it, you document it. After documenting, and you interpret. Okay, for example, the Philippine government is expecting that next year it will be a baby boom year for our country. Because of quarantine, it is expected that teenagers will get pregnant, or even young moms will again get pregnant this year. So we expect after 9 months, okay, that would be next year, we will have more okay births as compared to the previous years. Okay, that is one of the researches that they have been conducting under the DOH. Now, approaches to research depend on epistemologies, on what is more related or what is fitted for the type of research that you're going to conduct. So there are many kinds of research, and that includes scientific, humanities research, artistic, economic, social, business, marketing, practitioner research, life and technological, and so on and so forth. So the research in humanities, so those who are under Humes and Gas, so your researches will be based on the following subtopics. One is social researches. You can also conduct historical researches. Okay, for example, history of your own town, or history of the practices that you have, especially during fiestas. Okay, political researches, cultural and ethnic researches. Okay. So an example of research in the humanities in historical research is embodied in historical method. Okay, historians use primary source and other evidence to systematically investigate a topic. Okay, for example, the history of our country. Okay, who is really Lapu-Lapu? What happened to him after the battle? So those are some questions that require a lot of data gathering. Okay, other studies aim to merely examine the currents of behavior in societies and communities. For example, during the pandemic time, we actually have a lot of behavioral changes. Okay, some researchers say that an increase of domestic violence will actually appear during the pandemic time. Okay, so and also the occurrence of a certain phenomenon, like for example, people are so crazy about plants. So you could see almost every household are now planting. Are we going back to basic? Is this the result of pandemic, or the occurrence of the behavior towards your neighbors when they are rumored to have already had been infected with COVID-19? So what kind of behavior are we expecting in the society? So are we more of a helping people, or are we all of more of the discriminating people? So there would be processes in conducting a research, and you will learn that in your class. So it has to be in a step-by-step process. There would be no shortcuts. So there would be variables that you will also learn in this course. For example, are you going to study about women only, or are you going to study about uh, fathers, how they cope up with unemployment during COVID-19 pandemic? What kind of livelihood are most likely workable in the urban or rural area? Those are some samples of variables. So the data collection is a big challenge in today's world, because it's so hard for you to go to the field to gather information and interview people because of the infection. So, but there are many ways that you can gather information or data. It can be online interviews, or you just leave questionnaires and disinfect it when you claim it. You'll know more about the data collection as you go to this area in your class. So the result of statistical analysis are presented in such a way that the common reader can understand what your data is telling us. Not only you, but telling all of us. So is this number or figures or findings is alarming, or are this giving us a clue to do further studies? So no matter how simple your research is, and no matter how crude your data will be, that would be a great help to the general pool of knowledge, because your findings is a representative of a certain percentage in the society. So that is for now for the research introduction. I don't want to overload you with information, but that is how we can see the overview of what research is all about. So thank you for watching my video, and see you in the next video. And please don't forget to subscribe to get all these videos, and enjoy your research class, and see you next time.